You want to be in balance. So pain will bring the system out of balance. See where the pain is, where the pain comes from. When I fell flat on my face, there's a physical part, my body hurts. There's an energetically part, I've got too much energy on certain places that doesn't flow through. There's an ego part, my communication, I'm feeling, I can't communicate because it's blocked. My emotional part, yeah, I'm making a fool out of myself, and I'm feeling, oh, I'm stupid, My ratio says then, this tile was sticking out. That's why I fall. Okay, I have to watch for the tiles more. And my spiritual part says, what can I learn from it? What is the meaning? Why didn't I pay attention to the pavement so well? Those things have to deal with each other always. If you've gotten with whatever pain you experience, whatever thing you have to do, just all those 5 things are out of balance, and you have to balance them again. Hello everybody, welcome to this podcast. Today we're going to talk about pain. Pain in itself, what is pain, how to deal with pain, what kind of pain, chronic pain, pain that is acute. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this. First I'm going to talk about what happens. What is pain? Pain is a signal of the body that something is not okay. Pain is something that helps you to recognize that you're in a dire situation, or you're under danger, or things are not quite well. Pain is just an aid to help you to recognize those situations, and you don't want to stay too long in that situation. Therefore your body says, go out of it. Get out of here, go away. That's a signal, pain. What's happening if you have pain? What kind of pain? If you have a physical pain, just simply I'm walking in the street and I just fall over and I fall on my face hurts. Yeah, that's pain. What's happening then? Yeah. At that moment, on the surface, below your skin, there are all nerve ends, and they are giving signals, neurotransmitters, into your nerve system, and will be recognized as being, I have pain. And that's a good indication. It helps you, hey, something is wrong. It will be sent to your brain, in a part of your brain, and that's a center that recognizes the pain. It recognizes that kind of neurotransmitter that's sent, and therefore you're feeling, you're experiencing pain. If you have to have this for a longer time, I mean not for a day or a week or a few months, really a longer time, then this center can grow. It gets more surroundings around it. It will take more space in your brain that it recognizes pain, and it will be aware of your pain and experience the pain more. Okay, and then we're going to that area. What is pain in acute pain and chronic pain? And most of the time the protocols say here in Holland that after 3 months you're talking about chronic pain. Before that it can be an acute pain. So if you have pain for 3 months, then you're going in the system, it will be branded in your system, more or less in your brain, that you have pain, always pain there, and you're going to walk, to move, to handle your things in such a way that you always are busy with this pain. Your body says, hey, this is painful, please avoid this, please go in a different way, use another strategy. That's not good. That makes you, at one point, makes you a bit weaker, that you're not focusing enough on what you have to do, but more you're finding strategies to go around the problem of pain. So your goals will be more difficult to reach. So, okay, if I'm talking about pain in a physical way, this is I'm falling on my face, flat on my face, patch, my nose is bleeding and I've got a blue eye and beautiful things. What's happening then? Yeah, those neurotransmitters say, hey, you are in pain, be aware, this is danger. So first things you're going to do is you put your adrenaline in a very high spot. It's going to be pumping a lot of adrenaline. They're going into your body, and the first things your body is doing, if you're getting too much adrenaline, it says you shut down all other things in your body. So you don't have to go to the toilet, you don't have to drink, you don't have to eat. You only have a flight, fight or freeze reaction. So you only doing a thing to stop the pain. Yeah. That can be okay, not always, but this is the first thing that's happening in your body. So you're reacting on this pain and say, I'm having pain, I'm crying, I'm shouting, I'm explaining or I'm giving out my pain. I share my pain with the world. Mostly vocally, but also with your hands. If you have pain in your face, you bring your hands to your face to protect it for having more pain. Or if it's not your face, it's your knee, then your hands go to your knee. That's a normal reaction. Just protect it, save it. This is what's happening if you're a pure physical thing. You fall on your face because you didn't see the whatever tile sticking out or whatever. Yeah, this is happening, and then your body says, no, I don't want to. So you're going to make yourself smaller. If people have a lot of pain, you see them folding up into a fetus position. So they put their knees to their chest and their head almost on their knees. Bring their hands in to the side, put their hands to the side of the face, and the knees and the elbows are almost touching each other. Then you're protected as much as possible. The weak spot, your face, your front, is completely protected then. This is what normally happens. Okay, now we go a little bit further. In the energy, what's happening with the energy? If you have pain, what's happening with the energy? Now, normally, in the Chinese way of looking at things, the energy will stick. It doesn't flow through. Normally, our body is a completely full of energy, and it flows through your body, in and out, and whatever. It flows. It flows. And pain is when the energy is stuck. It doesn't flow anymore. If it doesn't flow anymore, it will be give a reaction to all the other systems in your body, all the other flows in your body. And other parts of your body will also stop flowing the energy. If that's happening, you don't have this flow, there's going to be a traffic jam of energy in your body, and that will help to make the pain safe, protect the pain, that it doesn't go through your body but only sticks there. And it also is a way of trying to make a status quo, to freeze it, that your body can start to deal with it, to repair it, to regenerate. A lot of Chinese medicine massage techniques are working with this theory, and they try to make this energy flow again. So it's like a traffic jam. There's a lot of traffic stuck on the highway. Your meridians, your highways of energy are being traffic jammed totally. So what you're going to do is you're opening up first the places where the energy can flow through, and then you're going to massage the painful part, and then the energy can flow through out of the exit points that you opened first, and then it can flow through, and then the pain will travel most of the time. If it's a lot of pain for a longer time, it will travel from one place to another place until it reaches the exit point and it goes out of your body. This is also a thing, energy is not, we don't want to store so much energy, we want to flow as much energy as possible through your body. You don't want to have, if I have a lot of energy, nice, but you can't do anything with it. Only if you use it, if you access it, if it's accessible and useful, then then you can do something with it. If it's only stuck in your body, it doesn't work. It doesn't have a function. It just bothers you. Alright, so that's what's happening if you have too much energy stuck in one place, there's no flow, then at that moment you have pain. The energy, if it's stuck, it will influence all things around it. Again, your walking is influenced, but also the other energy line meridians around you are also being pushed out of their limits or out of their normal way. So you start with one point and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's a big point. Normally we have also some systems that can compensate it, but if it's also compromised, those systems, then the problem is bad, or the pain is more there. Okay, so when I've got pain, physical pain, so my energy is stuck, then we're coming to our, I'm using the 5 elements, the physical thing is earth, of course, and then the energy is then the wood, and then we're going to the water, and the water is communication. It's internal communication and external communication. So my internal communication, if something is not right, is going to say, help, help, I have problems, in the first instance. At that moment, my external communication is also going to be, less, all my energy goes into my internal communication. I want to deal with it first before I go to the outside and talk, walk, whatever, connect with other people. So if there's a pain on the inside, I can do two things. I can make it apart, put it in a special place, and I can focus it on a special place, or I can adjust it in my system. If I adjust it in my system, I'm completely okay with it, that there is pain. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not afraid of it. It's just pain. Then I'm still able to have a good internal communication, and therefore also have the possibility to have a good external communication to other people. If I have a good internal communication and my system is okay with it, I'm completely in balance with it. Even if it is out of balance, I'm still in balance with it. I accept it, and I can have enough room in myself to balance it out. Then my body will say, okay, my system will say, okay, it's okay, I can still deal with it. If it brings me out of balance and I don't have the possibility to accept it, because it's an acceptation, then my communication will be blurry, self-centered, self-focused a lot, and afraid. Okay, if that's happening, even then there's no man overboard, but it's still not okay. I'm having to do some exercises most of the time with myself to feel myself in balance. One of those exercises is standing, positioning, standing correctly. And it will help you most of the time to adjust, compensate, and accept the pain in yourself, and therefore make a clear communication with yourself and with others. Internal communication is something that's always bothering us. We call it ego. At least I call it ego. It's not the ego, but we say, it has to be. No, it doesn't have to be big. It has to be there. It's just a part of you. If you can't communicate with yourself or with others, you don't know what's happening. And you want to know what's happening because you want to grow, experience, develop. So ego is very important. So if you're making this internal growth and you want to compare it with other people, you need an external communication. Your internal communication says, yes, I'm growing. And then you go to other external people and say, oh yeah, that's good what you're doing. You can do this and this and this and that. You can grow further. Oh, that's nice. So you can put this information back to yourself and grow further and be happier. Communication is the key. It's the thing that helps you to understand what's happening in your body. So pain itself is just a way that your body communicates with you, with your ego, or whatever you want to call, however you want to call it, that something is not okay. You can recognize it and be or okay with it or start working on it. Then we're going to the metal part of it, and that's emotions and ratio. So emotional pain, like somebody's leaving you, or you're afraid to get hurt, or rational pain, that things are not thinking as you think they should be, are not working out as you think should be. Things are really bothering you then. That's an internal thing. The first two, what I talked about, that's the body and the energy, are more physical things, and the other ones are more spiritual thing, or spiritual. It's more with the being things, part of the body, or the human being, your entity. So if I'm going to use, or I experience an emotional pain, I don't know, a loss, somebody died around you, okay, and it can be a physical pain. It can be so much to deal with that your pain is going to be so strong in your body, or in your mind, or in your being, your entity, that it collapses. It blocks. The whole emotional part blocks. You get angry, you get sad, you get whatever, and it blocks. If it blocks your communication possibilities. If it blocks your communication possibilities, it also blocks your energy flow. And if it blocks your energy flow, you will feel a physical pain. There's a research that people who really have a real emotional pain, it can really damage the heart. That was in research for I think 15 years ago somewhere, that people who are really experiencing in emotional pain, it can damage the heart. So the heartbroken is not for nothing. It's almost every language you've got this kind of saying about it, heartbroken. It really does something with your physical body if it's big enough, and if you let it. Your emotions are reaction on what's happening. Yeah? Your ratio is trying to make things logic. And that's perfect. You need this balance in between feeling and ratio, your logic. If there's no balance in it, it's only feeling or it's only logic, they cancel each other out more or less, and then you have a big problem. If you can make them join together, you get a lot stronger, and the pain you feel can be handled with logic if it's an emotional pain, or with emotions if it's a logical pain. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the spiritual part, the fire part. It's the feeling. Emotions are coming from a situation, a reaction on something. A logic is trying to solve some things with a rational thinking. But below that, there's a feeling. A feeling of being okay or not. And you've got this feeling also it's a very thin line between emotions and this feeling. The emotions are traceable, they're coming for something. The feeling is not traceable. It's your spirit. Nowadays, there are a lot of people are afraid of the government or whatever. They have problems with them. Okay. And where does it come from? Does it come from an emotion that goes underground, is not visible, not there? Or is it a feeling coming from my energy, my spirit doesn't belong here or doesn't function in this system? If you have pain in that part, it will out itself through all those other elements as well. Also in your body, also in your ego, also in your energy, also in your emotions. Your spiritual being, not understood, not allowed, gives you pain. I'm on the wrong spot, on the wrong place, in the wrong time, whatever. Yeah. This is very difficult to cure, because you have to go to your spiritual part. And you see now a lot of people nowadays are walking a spiritual path, or trying to walk a spiritual path, to solve the problems they have in their spirituality. There are a lot of ways to deal with it, because we are a lot of people, and everybody needs his own system to deal with it. It's not easy, it's not logic always, but it's a system, it's the system. What we can do, if we have to deal with it, is trying to focus on ourselves, and not in an egoistic way, but in a spiritual way. And spiritual way is that I'm not focusing on myself in I am me, but just I am a part. My spirit is a part of my entity. Just like my body, my energy, my ego, my emotions, and my spirit, they're all parts of my big entity. The entity in this case for me is Kirti. You want to have this entity be okay. You want to be in balance. So pain will bring the system out of balance. See where the pain is, where the pain comes from. Yeah? When I fell flat on my face, there's a physical part, my body hurts. There's an energetically part, I've got too much energy on certain places that doesn't flow through. There's an ego part, my communication, I'm feeling, I can't communicate because it's blocked. My emotional part, yeah, I'm making a fool out of myself, and I'm feeling, oh, I'm stupid, you know. My ratio says then, this tile was sticking out, that's why I fall. Okay, I have to watch for the tiles more. And my spiritual part says, what can I learn from it? What is the meaning? Why didn't I pay attention to the pavement so well? Those things have to deal with each other always. If you've gotten with whatever pain you experience, whatever thing you have to do, just all those 5 things are out of balance and you have to balance them again. So the next day, I'm clear with my spirituality. I'm thinking, okay, it's okay. My ego says, okay, my emotions are saying, okay, only my energy is still stuck and my face is black and blue. All right, cool. Not cool, of course, but it is what it is. I can handle it. I can say, I'm going to put some crème on it. I'm going to help it to regenerate my body. I can massage it. I help to regenerate my energy. So I can put effort in healing myself. If I don't know it, if I'm just doing things, I'm feeling sad. I'm still in the emotional part, or still my ego part. I don't want to talk about it. Then it will take a lot longer to heal yourself. Your body doesn't get the right attention. Your energy doesn't get attention at all. And therefore, it's time to move on. Okay. All together, we've got this pain, and then we're going to divide this chronic pain in this acute pain. Falling on my face in acute pain, but I've got an inflammation in my shoulder, a bursitis, for instance. Yeah, it can take weeks, months, maybe years to heal. And that exists because I don't have enough space in myself. My body is tightened up, and therefore I need to massage or to open the system again, the whole joint. I have to open it again, and therefore there's no rubbing again, and then there's no inflammation necessary. If you've got an emotional pain for a longer time, for instance, I grew up with one parent, it is painful. Although you don't understand it if you're a child, if you're getting older, then you understand it. You're feeling there's when you grow up, there's something missing in it. And you can be angry about it, you can be sad about it, the emotional part. But you can also say, okay, it's what it is. I can deal with it. I have to rebalance myself. All those different kind of pains, if you don't feel in your place, if you don't feel okay in your body or in your mind, why don't you start looking outside your mind, outside your body? What does it need to make a balance again? All that kind of things are helping you to ease the pain, to make the pain bearable. There's also a lesson to be got out of pain, and not whether if my knees are hurting, I'm not whatever. No, pain can be a help. You can use this pain. For instance, if I fell flat on my face while a towel sticks out, at that moment, next time I can help myself by being more focused on the pavement. I have to feel the pavement. I have to put my feet better on the floor. Hey man, that's a help to improve my life. I had a hard lesson because my nose was bleeding and my eye was black and blue, but it helped me. But you have to learn those lessons and don't make those lessons over and over and over. You don't need those lessons over and over and over again. If you learn from it, it's over, it's gone. And that's what you want to try to help. Alright. Chronic pain is something that's more in the structure of a human being or an entity. So chronic pain is more that you have to change something in your life. Really, in the way you're living. Sometimes chronic pain can help you to you can use it to get more understanding of your body or your mind. Sometimes it doesn't help you at all. And it's also good. It is what it is. I would suggest to do some exercises in it. And I mean, some meditations. some breathing exercises, but also some walking, some energetically exercises, Tai Chi or yoga, whatever. It helps you to even out. It helps you to make it more open, to get more space where you can play. So thank you very much for your listening, and I hope to meet you again somewhere sometime. Bye bye.